Hey, team, this is Coach Bruce, and this is Cup of Mo Live. Hey, I hope that everybody is having a wonderful evening. I don't know about you, but I'm making it do what it do. Hey, I'm telling you, man, I have come to the point in my life where I'm like this. I'm going to make it do what it do. I mean, I'm tired of living somebody else's dream. Does that make sense? You know, if you're working for somebody, you're helping them to manifest their dream. That's okay. But learn all that you can, but at the same time, take good notes. Okay? At the same time that you're working for somebody else, take good notes. I didn't say good notes on what you're doing for them, but good notes on what you can be doing for yourself. Let me tell you something. It's never too late to live your dreams. It's never too late to walk in your purpose. Now, we're talking about purpose tonight. And I think purpose is so important in reference to you accomplishing all your dreams and all your goals. Let me tell you why. The reason why, you will never live your greatest and highest potential is you cannot be authentic when you're not living your dream. When you are not doing you. I like how Russell Simmons wrote in this book called Do You. He's like, look, until you do you, you will never experience your highest and greatest potential. Ladies and gentlemen, hear me well. If you want to become the best Martha, I see you out there, babe. If you want to become the best you can't become the best you trying to satisfy somebody else's high expectations. You can't become the best you trying to, make somebody like you or love you. The first person you love is yourself. Still, where'd you get that from? An old, very wise writer wrote, he said that love your neighbor as yourself. And what does that mean? That means that you cannot love your neighbor any more than you love yourself. Does that make sense? You cannot love it. You can't give from an empty well. You can't go and take any money out of an empty ATM. The only thing you have to give is what you have deposited. And so if you love yourself, then you got some love to give. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, I know you've probably seen that scripture many times. And I know you've thought, oh, well, that means that I need to love them in spite of themselves. Oh, I know they did me wrong, but I still need to love my neighbor. Let me tell you something. You can't love them any more than you love yourself. So we're talking about purpose tonight. I'm going to jump right into it. Purpose is what gives hope. Purpose is what gives hope. Okay, well, what is purpose? Purpose is the original reason why a manufacturer made something. Purpose is the original thought in the mind of the manufacturer. Purpose is the original agenda, the original intent that the creator of the item, the person, the thing. What did the creator have in his mind when he created this car? What did the creator have in his mind when he created this individual? What did the creator of this drug, this Pfizer drug, what did they have in their mind before they made the drug? Well, there was something that they wanted to answer. There was a problem that they wanted to solve. There was something that needed a solution. They went back into the lab. They made up something, and the something they made had everything to do with the problem they was trying to solve. Does that make sense? And so when you look at the purpose of a thing, the purpose is the end of which the means exists. Why did Henry Ford develop the Ford Model T? Why did they want to continue riding horses? Riding horse and buggy. No, he wanted to make a car, something that could get there faster, something that was dependable, but not only that, something that was affordable to the common man. So he made this car, and he made it in such a way to help you get from A to Z. That was the purpose for the car. And so when you live a life of purpose, it helps you understand your why. It gives you understanding. I got a 3-year-old grandson. He's always asking me, why, Pop-Pop? Why, Pop-Pop? If I say we're going to the store, he says, store? What for? Why? Now, if I told him that we were going to the store, we were going to get some detergent because Grandma ran out of detergent, we were going to the store to get some detergent, he would have said, can I go? But because I did not tell him why, he didn't want to go. He's slamming on the brakes. He's going like this here because he doesn't understand why. You see why purpose is so important? If I know why the journey, I don't mind going on the journey. I repeat that. If I know why the journey, I don't mind going on the journey. Okay? Example, if I know why we're going to Savannah, I don't mind going to Savannah. If I know that we're going to have a vacation and have a good time, stay there a week, I don't got to go to work, get up when I feel like it, go to the beach, go to Tybee Island, come back. Guess what? I'm all excited about the journey. But until I know why, I'm going to pump the brakes. Until I know why, I'm going to be frustrated and confused. That's why purpose is so important. If I know why I'm struggling, I don't mind struggling. If I know why I'm going through it temporarily, I don't mind. If I know why life is challenging at this point of the game, at this season of life, I don't mind. When I was in college, I wasn't the best student. I wasn't a 4.0 student. I wasn't a 3.9 student. No. But I knew that the struggle was worth it. I knew that the end result was worth it. So I didn't mind the struggle. Does that make sense? I knew that the hope I had is that with the degree, I could get a job at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard as a personnel manager straight out of college, but I couldn't get it without the degree. And so the struggle during the 4 years gave me hope, because at the end of the finish line, hope was there that I could get a job that other folk couldn't get because they didn't have what? A degree. Purpose is so important. Don't live your life without purpose. You see, if you don't have purpose in your life, you'll live a life of wandering around. Bible talks about the Israelites just wandering around the same mountain for 40 years. Guess what? That ain't a long time. I know folk right now, 40 years old, been wandering around. I know folk right now, 60 years old, just wandering around, still haven't found their way to their promised land, still haven't found their way to understanding their purpose in life. They're just living day to day. How you doing? Day to day. What's that? What's that? Who wants to live day to day? No, live a life of purpose. And your life will not be fulfilling and happy and joyous until you live a life of purpose. I'm telling you, when I found out that my purpose was to give value to people, when I found out that my purpose was to help other people understand their significance, understand their purpose, then life became fulfilling. Then every day I get up. Like Will Smith said, he said, when you wake up in the morning and you know that it's not about you, it's about everybody else, then you recognize that you have a purpose to serve in the church, to serve in your community, to serve your family, to bring your grandchild up where he understands he has skills, he has talents, he has gifts. That may be your purpose. And then once you recognize that purpose, you pour your whole heart and soul into it. You know why? You don't mind. You don't mind the struggle. You don't mind the challenge. You don't mind the journey. I know he's 3 years old. I'm going to teach him until he's 20, until he's 30. I don't mind the 20-year journey. You know why? Because I know why. I got purpose. I got hope. I got hope that he's going to become something great. I got hope that he's going to do better than me. I got hope that he'll run my empire. Hope. Let me tell you, when you have purpose, it gives birth to hope. And hope breathes life into your vision. And guess what? Where there is no vision, all you have is confusion, baby. I heard somebody say, where there is no vision, the people perish. When there is no vision, nobody wants to follow you when you can't tell them where you're going. You can't describe where you're going. You can't give them a painting of where you're going. You got to be able to draw the picture and say, this is where we're headed. You see? This is why, when you have churches and stuff like that, when you have churches and you begin to cast the vision out to the church, right? And then you begin to, put together a example of what the new church is going to look like, or what the new building is going to look like, what the children's education center is going to look like. That's casting vision. And when people see that, then they say, oh, that's why we give. That's why we tithe. That's why. And when they see that, then they want to embrace the vision. When they see that, they catch the vision. When they see that, they feel a part of the vision. But you, as a leader, have to be able to share the vision. Hear me. Purpose brings birth to hope, and hope breathes life into the vision. And where there is no vision, all you got is confusion. Okay? All right? Okay? Anything less than purpose is a life where life is your enemy and death is your friend. When you don't have purpose, life is your enemy because you just don't know why. You're just wandering around. But when you have purpose, life becomes your friend. When you don't have purpose, life is your enemy. Okay? It is essential. It is necessary. It is critical that you get this principle called purpose. Because when you have purpose, then you have understanding. I heard I think it was Solomon said, with thy getting, get understanding. You see, you can get something, you can see it, but if you don't understand it, if you don't understand the workings of it, then all it does is bring confusion. This is why purpose is so important. One of the first century leaders, Jewish leaders, wrote in one of his books, he said, I don't run like someone running aimlessly. Aimlessly means I don't know why. I don't live life aimlessly. I don't run. Whenever I ran track and field, I ran to win. I ran to get the trophy. I ran to get the medal. I ran so that people could hear my name over the loudspeaker that next morning in school. Bruce Riles won again. I didn't run aimlessly. And then he said, I'm not a boxer that bats and boxes the air. No, I'm boxing an opponent. I'm boxing the person that's standing in the way of me being victorious. I'm boxing whatever it is that's standing in the way of me being a conqueror. If you live a life with no purpose, you'll just live a life of just wandering around, not knowing why. Guess what? It's never too late to live your purpose. Hey, if there's anything that you heard tonight that has been encouraging, that has been empowering, that has been enlightening or educational, Just push share right now so that other people can hear what was said. My mama always told me a closed fist means nothing out, but also nothing in. Like I always tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we are stronger together than we are apart. What am I saying? Give it away. Whatever you learn tonight, give it away. Hey, I'm going to be coming out with a new mask. You guys have seen it before. It's called Be You. Everyone else is taken. Be you, baby. Unique. Be you. Everyone else is taken. We can get together and cause a BU family of people nationwide, worldwide. I'm doing the same mask for my Liberian friends. It has LIB on one side. LIB, which means the short for Liberia. LIB, BU. Know why? Because everyone else is taken. When you find yourself, when you study yourself, you were studying this person, studying that person. Look, Black history, please, you need to study yourself. And once you study yourself and find out why God allowed you to breathe today, why did he allow you to live today? To do what? To help who? To assist who? To serve who? We're all on this earth to serve each other. Jesus said, I came not to minister, which means serve, but to minister, which means I came to serve, not to be served. The greatest leader that ever lived a life of service. Yes. You want to be remembered? You want to leave a legacy? Leave a legacy of service. Thanks for being on board. See you tomorrow on the same time. This has been Couple Mo Live with Coach Bruce. Like we always say, a couple mo can change your life. One word in season, one word right when you needed it could change your life. Hey, Martha, thanks for being on board. Good friends there in Philadelphia. All right. Charles Summers, thanks for being on board. We appreciate you. You guys have a good night. Stay safe.